Hello, how's it going? Big Yumbo here. Today I'm going to show you how I mark down my eBay store. I've had my markdown sales off for about 5 days or so. Sales have still been pretty good, so I'm going to be a little less aggressive on this markdown. But basically, a visualization of how I mark it down is this right here. Maybe 5 or 6 boxes is going to be the oldest 100 items in my store. The next couple boxes is going to be another couple hundred items, or another 100 items. But you can see like 3, 8, 4, 6. I'm on almost 9,000 right now. So that is about 5 months old because I list 900 per month. Then when we get to, let's see, right here maybe, is going to be about 4 months old, which for me, I want to sell. Honestly, I would like to sell everything within 1 month. So for that, that's pretty old for me. So I already buy like higher sell-through rate items and then I price them near the bottom of the market. So this stuff is either going to probably have something wrong with the listing or it just wasn't a good item to begin with. So I'm going to mark it down aggressively. And then as we get closer and closer to now, so like this stuff that's like 3 months old or whatever, 4 months old, I'll be less aggressive with it. And then like this, let's see, maybe like 2 months old, like that's still pretty recently. So maybe this will be like 15% off. And then this one will be 20% off, 25, 50, 75. So it goes something like that. But I'll show you how I actually do it on eBay. So basically, looking at the sales, I think my markdown sale ended on like the 16th or the 17th, but sales have still been pretty solid. So I'm not going to be, what is going on out there? I'm not going to be as aggressive as I usually am. But you can see looking at this month, we're down 14% on the quantity sold. Ideally, I like to have this at 900. I had 1 month where it was at like 930. And that was a great month. And I want this guy to be more like 14,000. I usually start off by just kind of looking at my active listings. So here are my 4 oldest listings. Highlight shorts, Beatles sweater, random vintage shirt. That usually seems about right. The next 200 oldest items. I just like to go through there and make sure there's nothing like crazy valuable, because this stuff is going to get marked down like 75% to get rid of it. This is one, this sweatshirt's really cool. I can't believe nobody's bought this. It's a vintage, it's like a mock neck pullover sweatshirt. This is one I'll be sad to sell for 75% off, but the demand for it just isn't there. So we go to marketing, promotions. And then we're gonna look at our old promotions. Yeah, so this one, so these ones ended on the 17th. These are my last ones. I'm gonna go to create a promotion and then sale event plus markdown. And I'm gonna do 75% off. I'm just gonna do the last 100 items in my store, the oldest 100 items, because those ones are pretty old. They're like up to 5 months old. But you know, for your store, maybe you wanna grow a bigger store. I cannot have my store any bigger than about 16 or 1700 items right now until I move to a bigger spot. So I wanna list 30 per day and have 30 out the door every day, no matter what. So in order to do that, I have to be a little bit aggressive with the markdown strategy. So it's automatically gonna show you, I think, 200 items. And you can have up to 500 in each markdown. But I'm just gonna do the oldest 100 items. And I don't really care what they are. I'm gonna select them, confirm selection. Let's see, save and review. All right, save up to 75%, include skipped items when they qualify, date range. I just want to do it start now. And we'll end it on the 21st of November, next month. And then here you can just type in whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. Launch. And I think for the next 100, I'll probably just do 50% off. So you kind of have to remember where you are, because they're not going to show up yet as marked down. Sometimes I'll have like a little pad of paper next to me, but I'll just remember for now. Because see, I marked those ones down and they're still not showing as marked down. And how you can sort this is you just, I believe you can just click on days on site and it'll sort it by oldest to newest. Let's make sure. Yeah, so now they're newest to oldest. Now they're oldest to newest. So click on that to sort it. And then we're gonna go to the next 100 items. So it does it by default. This is what's annoying. It does it by 200 because sometimes you just want to do 100. So we already did those 100, the first 100. Now we're gonna do the next 100 at 50% off here. And they could also put the pages up here. That would be nice. So I could skip pages up at the top. That's what they should do on the actives listing page too. It's super annoying that you have to scroll all the way to the bottom to get to the next page. Look, we've got some really old stuff. This is stuff that's actually probably more than 5 months old because it has the wood background and it probably just got moved to the new inventory system because it got returned or something. I almost want to do 75% on this stuff as well. Yeah, screw it. I'm actually going to go 75% on this stuff as well. All right, so we're doing the oldest 200 items are 75% off. To the second page. Yeah, I know this is probably a boring video, but I get this question quite a bit, and now when I get this question, I can just link this video. All right, save and review. Excuse me. It's this energy drink. And we're going to end that one on the 21st. All right, so now we have 2 promotions. Shit, that one's scheduled. I didn't do start now. We do start now. There we go. And they take sometimes they take a couple hours to start. Let's delete this one. This one says active, but it's probably not showing up yet. All right, now for the next 200 items, I think I'll do 50% off. And this makes a lot of people upset. Select items. Select items. I did 50, right? Yeah. So since I already did the first 200 at 75% off, I'm gonna do the next 200 at 50. And then we've got some decent stuff in here, but I don't care. It's gonna be chopped in half. Ooh, some good stuff. But this is what I do every month. And I can show you the numbers afterwards. I make good money, okay? If I wanted to have a bigger store, I wouldn't be as aggressive. but I don't. I want to sell 30 a day at $11 profit per item, about. Type in some gibberish. Launch. Now usually I'll do another 30% markdown after the 50% markdown. This time I think I'm just gonna go 25% and have that be the last one. Sometimes if it's a slower month, I'll do 75, 50, 33, 25, 15, 10. I don't ever do 20 because I have a 20% coupon and I don't want it to get confusing. And you can use the 20% off coupon on top of the markdown sale. You can't use the 20% off coupon with a best offer, however. So we're gonna create one more for 25% off. So half my store will be on sale. There'll be 600 items on sale. And I bet you immediately I'll start getting sales. And another thing that happens, you get a lot of multi-quantity orders, which is good. Your margins are usually better on multi-quantity orders. So now we're gonna go to page 3. And do 25% off on those. We got some good stuff in here. We got some junk in here too though. Let's see when these were listed. It doesn't say when they were listed. It shows the days on site, so about 3 months to 2 months, 2 to 3 months. That's fine with me. I usually don't discount anything that's been in the store like less than a month. You gotta give it a little time to marinate. But again, this is my strategy. There's no right or wrong way to do this. This works for me. I make a good amount of money on eBay. Launch. Shit, I forgot to do start now. That happens every single time, so I gotta go back to it. Oh, I forgot it on this one too. So you gotta go to edit. Change it to start now. Launch. Okay, so I technically have 4 sales going on right now. One of them is really just one sale. 75% off the last 200 items in my store. Then 50% off the next 200 items and 25% off the next 200 items. So that's 600 items. So that's about 1.5 racks. The racks behind me, which is good. Let's get rid of it. So I spend about $3,000 to $4,000 on inventory every month on 900 items. But right now I'm only selling 764. On those bad items, I want to get that money back after 90 days and bump this up to 900 sold to keep the cash flow going. Because I like this number to be about 13,000. Because then I'm taking in profit-wise around 8,000 to 9,000 per month, which is pretty great. Right now, let's estimate high. Actually, no, let's estimate in the middle because I've been going to the bins a lot this month. What is that? What is 11,237 minus 3,500? Let's just do 4,000 to make the math easier. I'd be making $7,237 in profit this month, which I think is pretty good because, you know, you do 7,000 times 12. That's like, what, 80,000 a year or something? Which I'm totally happy with, okay? So, you know, you haters in the comments, how do you make any money selling it for $5? Well, that's how you make the money. It's all in the bigger numbers there. Thank you for watching. I'm Big Gumbo. Sorry if that video was boring, but I get that question quite a bit. Just think of it like an auction, but in reverse. So the numbers start high, and then they get lower and lower and lower. That stuff that is 75% off now, don't be sad because I marked it down to 10%, to 20% off, 25% off, 30% off. It didn't sell at any of those prices, and now it has made its way to 75% off. You can't tell me that these things are valuable. They're not. They're just trash. They're just fabric in a little bag. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, and I want to get the money back that I spent on them. Like, I list 30 a day. This is the 2 items out of that 30 that just sucked. There's always going to be a couple that suck. So, you just got to, release yourself from this mental prison of caring about what these things are. That's just junk. Just get rid of it. Thank you for watching.